And we're live. What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. What is today? The 15th. We're like halfway through the month. Thank you all for joining me a bit earlier today. Normally, the last few months here, we've been streaming from like 12 to 2 mine time, give or take. Usually a little bit longer than that, but around 2 hours. And we've been making good progress on this Core 1 Plus build, but I really want to get done with as much as possible over the next couple of weeks, if not finish the build. So I just wanted to start an hour early so that way we've got another hour. Today we are focusing on the CoreXY motion system of it all, and so I'm hoping we can get that. Oh my gosh, Delmar with the 4 years. I know you said you were close. I didn't realize you were that close, man. I gotta do. Okay, we're just gonna spam all the noise buttons here. Thank you, Delmar, for 4 years of support. That is incredible. I think you joined right when memberships were available, which is crazy to think that we've been streaming for 4 years plus probably 6 months it took or so to get memberships in the first place. So thank you, Delmar, for just being awesome and for supporting from day one, man. That's incredible. Maurice with the 33 months. Let's see, we'll do the squirrel and Hadouken. Maurice, thank you so much for being here and for all the support. Bearded with the donation. Man, you guys got a bunch of early birds here today. Bearded, thank you so much for the donation, man. Let's do the air horn. Thank you, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Murph Panic right now. When is it's this week? It's the 20. I asked last week. Is it the 19th, the 21st, or I think it's this upcoming weekend? So 15th, 16th, 17th. No, is it the 18th, the 19th? I asked last week or the week before, I can't remember. I fly out tomorrow. Okay, so it has to be this upcoming weekend. It's this Saturday and Sunday. Wow. Yeah, it is definitely crunch time then. Are you bringing a bunch of stuff, Delmar? Is that why you're kind of like panic wrapping up stuff? I'm excited and terrified at the same time. I don't feel ready for it. Are you doing a booth, Bearded? Hey, Percor. Let's see, there was a few people here earlier too that I missed. Let's see, 3D Medic, how's it going? Raj is in the house. Muzin's here, Lord Git, Ranch Kid, hi. How are you guys doing today? I'll be doing a booth, nice. Do me a favor, since like I can't be there, and I'm sure people will cover videos and stuff like that, but post some photos too. Like anyone that's going, post some photos, and if you're not active on any of the other social media platforms, that's fine. But if you're not, post some in the Modbot Army Discord in the, is it events channel, I think is what it's called. I'd definitely love to see what everyone's got there. Already shipped my stuff and now I'm running the dragster. Oh. Did that get dropped on your lap kind of last minute, the dragster event? Hey Rod. I'll try to get some good videos and awesome. Yeah, I definitely would love to see what sort of stuff you bring and what your booth looks like. All right, let's get right into it then, guys. Definitely want to kick some butt today. We've been doing pretty good, but I know that this section's a pretty big section and we started it last week. So this is the CoreXY assembly of it all. So I've already got all these parts out here. I think I did this already last week, actually, this little bit here. Okay, prepare the linear left holder. Okay, so let's, I think these pieces, so let's change camera views here for a second. It's a rainy day here in Idaho. We've had, this is probably our last like cold front before summer's here. I'm actually really thankful for it too, because our water outside, like we have city water for the house and there's one hose spigot that uses that, but everything else is on irrigation, and they turn it on like for a block of months out of the year, and it's still not on. And so I was concerned because some of the grass was starting to look really sad. Like, I mean, it's been looking sad over winter, like it gets kind of brown and dies back, but it was so warm here that I was concerned it was going to start killing off the grass. But then we got last week like 4 days of rain, I think. We got some more rain today, and like things are really starting to kind of pop off here. Hey, Steve. So yeah, it looks like these guys we assembled last week, and these appear to be mirrored, or not mirrored, I'm sorry. They look to be identical, so I don't think it matters which ones of these we grab. It does say we want to grab, this is the wrong one. this is the right one we need for this. Is autofocus on? Is that what's happening right now? Yeah, it is. Let me turn off autofocus. It never really plays that nicely. Okay, so we are taking this piece and then we are attaching, it looks like this guy to it, like this. And so at the top, we're taking 2 of these guys. And, yep, okay. Is Hector going to the event, Delmar? I haven't talked to Hector in a while. I gotta reach out to him and see how he's doing. Okay. Let's see, it says install the linear holder. Okay, so we're using 3 of these screws. Hector will be there. Nice, okay. Please tell him I say hello when you see him. It's just, I honestly can't remember the last time I've talked to him. Okay, so this is in. This is in. And this is in. Got a few new products we'll be showing off. Oh, nice. That's exciting. Hey, Down Under. Man, you are up really freaking early. You're up really freaking early today. Is it kiddos again? Are you doing potty training again this week? Okay, turn the linear upside down from the, attach the bearing. This just, okay, so we're attaching this guy. Looks like these are pre-greased. Yeah, I'm looking at them and there's grease on all the bearings, so that's cool. Okay, so this is getting turned upside down and we're using the other screws, these guys. And we're gonna need... Where's our... Here it is. Nope, here it is. Mm-mm. 1 a.m. Have you gone to sleep yet? Last night sleep sucked for me. I've been trying to get better sleep, but doing a horrible job of it. I was doing some editing and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna come downstairs and just kind of like scroll for a little bit and wind down, and I started looking at a bunch of like backyard garden stuff, and then next thing I knew it was like 1:30 in the morning and I was like, all right, I should probably go to bed. And the second I get into bed, Landon wakes up, and so I had to go prepare a bottle for him and feed him and just oh, you went to bed 3 hours. Oh, jeez. Drove through Boise. Oh, cool. You waved. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it seems like a lot of you guys are going to Rocky Mountain. I mean, I've only been once, but it's a really good event. Probably my favorite event. I always have fond memories of Murph just because it's the first event I went to, and it definitely, like, I felt so at home. It was kind of my first experience meeting like anyone in the community, really, outside of me just doing the YouTube thing. That was back in, I think, 2018, so like 8 years ago now. But Rocky Mountain Rep Fest was just, it was ran so well. There was a lot of things to see and do. It was just a really good time. 3D Printopia was awesome as well. Someone told me, I think it was, who told me that this year it's in a different state too, right? I think is it in Pennsylvania this year versus, was it in Maryland last year? Hey, Precursor. Hey, GPs. Philly, okay, yeah. I met you at Rocky Mountain Rep Fest. Oh, cool. Was it when I was helping out at the Lightburn booth, or was it just when I was kind of roaming around? I did a little bit of both. Okay, this piece is done, it looks like. So let's see, I assume we're just gonna do kind of the same thing with the other one. Yep, all right, so let's grab this piece and do the same thing again. I'm sure one day we'll meet. Yeah, eventually here I will do some more traveling. I'd like to at least get, like, I don't think I went to an event last year, and this year is not looking great either, but I'd like to at least get to one event per year. I'm sure that Smurf is probably the easiest one for you to get 2 GPs, so it'd be cool to do that one. I just know that if I do that one, Erin's definitely going to want to go. She's never been abroad, and I don't know how we would do that one. Maybe I can plan it out where I think my parents are... When is Smurf now? Like, I know it used to be in, I think it was December. Oops, and then now they've changed it. When is it? I'm trying to figure out whether it's still... If my parents are still, because they spend half the year out here and half the year in California. They have a cabin there. So I'm wondering if it'll be when they're out here, because then that might be easier to have them watch the kids for a weekend or for a long weekend. I really want to go to Rocky Mountain maybe next year. It's now March. Okay, yeah, so my parents are still out here then. So they don't head back to California till, I think they're heading back out in 2 weeks. They usually leave like end of April. I'm too ugly to introduce myself. I doubt I doubt that's the case. That is funny though. It is silly. Okay, this is in, and then we're doing the same thing on the other one. So we're flipping this guy around and grabbing. It looks like the bearing is, I don't see any difference. It's like center, it's aligned centered, so it's probably fine. And there, oh, there we go. Looks like I was maybe short one screw. I'll have to grab another one. Let's actually do this. Let's put this screw through. Nope, that's not. There we go. I do travel to the US probably once a year. Just need to get the timing right for Rocky Mountain. Got it. Is it usually, do you usually come out here for vacation, or is it work related stuff normally? And where is it that you've typically gone when you've visited out here? Hey Gerg, greetings and salutations to you. Happy Wednesday. Okay, so we need one more of these guys. Can't wait to see this thing printing, man. I'm really looking forward to getting this printing. If you're flying out to, you said tomorrow, I think, Del Mar, then that must mean Steve is either leaving like today or already on the road, because he's driving, and I assume, unless he's straight shotting it, I think he's carpooling, so maybe they're gonna straight shot it, but if they're stopping for a day, then they probably, yeah, they would have to be leaving like today. Typically Florida, California, and Vegas. Got it. Want to get to Ohio as a detour to the Hot Air and Space Museum. Oops. Let's not strip these screws. I feel like these could use Loctite, but the instructions don't call for it, so we're just gonna go for it. Setup is on Friday, so we might be heading that way today. Got it. I'll have to shoot him a text. We were supposed to hop on a call. I was pretty bummed out. We haven't chatted. We had a goal, like once a month, let's hop on a call and just catch up. And we were supposed to chat a couple weeks ago, but it was like 48 hours after I was in the hospital, and I wasn't doing good. I had to sleep. I was still really sick, and still really sick and trying to figure everything out. And then I've been playing catch up ever since. I know he did tell me, he messaged me like last week, and said he was kind of doing what you're doing, which is like crunching. He was in crunch time for getting this stuff done for, he was in crunch time to get the stuff done for Rocky Mountain. Okay, it says position the CoreXY plate is shown, which looks like that's exactly how we have it. Slightly lift the CoreXY plate, and from the plate's inner side, loosely attach linear holders. Okay. Wait. Loosely attached. is it not even, there's no screws, it's just kind of sitting? Interesting. Sure looks like it's just sitting. Okay. So it looks like it just kind of wants us to prop this thing up using those guys. So let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, so I think, wait, that's not right. If the bearing is on the top, yeah, then this needs to go kind of like this, roughly. And this one needs to go, we move the toolhead out of the way, or the, yeah, so I guess this is toolhead. This one is going like this. Oh, it's very angled. We've got a mean angle going on here, but I don't really know. Yeah, let's just see what the next section looks like. Let's see. I was just near there last week. Grew up in that area, and the Air Force Museum near Dayton is a must. Jan, were you able to speak to Wayne on the model? Yes, so I did message him, I think 2 days ago, just apologizing, kind of explaining to him, hey, I had some health issues. I'm really sorry about the delay, because he had messaged me like, I think a week and some change before that. And he did message me back, I think yesterday or maybe the day before, so I need to reply. I'll definitely get on that tonight. It's been one thing after another here, man. Monkey got really sick, so our older dog passed last November, and Monkey has not been doing so hot over the last month here, and ended up Aaron having to take him to the emergency vet yesterday. So it's just been like, I swear, it's been one thing after another the last little while here. But yeah, I basically just told him, like, I'd love to do a live stream, you know, build of it or install, but that I'm currently working on this, and then I'd already committed to building the Cyborg boom after this. So, you know, kind of just letting him know what's going on my end to see if that scheduling after that would work for him. So I need to see what he said. But yeah, I did at least get back to him. All right, of course I clicked on the ad. Really sorry to hear that pet's being old or ill. Yeah, yeah, I got her, not Monkey, but our other pupper when I was 20. So I had her from 20 to 33. So really long time, man. It's definitely, it sucks. It sucks. Oh man, I did the wrong thing here. Let's go back into here. Thanks, Down Under. Yeah, they ended up doing an x-ray because of the sort of severe symptoms we were seeing, and they didn't see any blockage, which is good. They gave him like fluids because he hasn't been able to keep anything down, and then some medicine. And so Aaron's giving him boiled chicken and rice for the next few days, and then I'm switching him over to a different food that's like an older dog sensitive stomach food, which will start him on when it shows up in a few days time. So hopefully, yeah, hopefully that is, you know, is the difference and lets him bounce back. So all right, so this says we need 2 rods, so a 10 millimeter and an 8 millimeter. I think those are in this bucket down here. Give me 1 second. Yeah, they must be the ones that I saved. So we've got thicker rods, and we've got thinner rods. Are these have rust on the end of them? Uh-oh. So the rust is only at the very end. I'm curious as to know what you guys think I should do. I don't really have much to file off the rust. Should I just grease it? If you look at, so I don't think there's any rust on the actual rods themselves because they've been greased. It's just on the very end here. Is it probably not an issue? Should I throw a little bit of grease on it to coat the surface? The rods themselves seem fine. I assume it's because the ends were probably just dry, like they didn't have grease on them. That ain't nothing, just send it, it'll self-clean. When you build the boom, do a clipper upgrade on it. I'm really curious to see what it's like with Marlin, but I can't say that I won't do Clipper long term. That could be fun. We have 3 senior beagles. Oh, beagle! I love beagles, even though they are still insane, like when they were puppies. If it's just surface, it seems like it's just surface. Ends are not hardened, only the cylinder. Okay, maybe it's not an issue then. I can add a little bit of grease to the ends here before we slot them in, if that is maybe helpful. I got some super lube oil. I think that's what I typically... Let me see if I got gloves. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I do. Let me put on a glove and just put a little bit of oil on my finger and put it on the end there and see if it just coats it. But like I said, it's just on the very ends. And it certainly hasn't caused an issue with the Mark 4S when it was in service. Seems like it's just the larger ones too, but I'll add a little bit of oil too. I'll add a little bit of oil to all of them. Put a little bit more on this finger. Okay. I'm probably, now that I'm taking off my glove, still gonna get oil on my hand. I don't really know. The glove was more just, I don't know why I put the glove on, more for principle, but I'm sure I'll get oil all over. Okay, let me see what this says now. I'll put a pic of my finished boom on Discord. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Please do. What's up, PC? Happy Wednesday. All right, so now we need M3. What happened to the... It told me I needed 10. Hold on. Did I miss something? Back here, it called for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it called for 10 of these. And we installed... Oh, got it. It's because I had already done these, so there was extras. Okay. I'm going to try to put these back in their baggie so I don't lose them. I think they were M3... Are they M318s? Where are they? Yeah, M318s. Yeah. Because I'm not using any kind of like organizational trays, I'm trying to keep things as best as I can in their labeled bags. So I'm not having to measure everything loose on the table. Okay. So. Okay, we did that. The printer requires different smooth rods and ensure you have the correct ones, okay? Also, okay, so M36 screws. I think that's probably these little guys. Yep, I need 4 of them. Probably for clamping onto these, I would think, or maybe not actually. Okay. Okay, so it says 10, so we're doing the 10mm ones. And, oh, I think I might have already prepped this as well. Okay, slide both rear rod holders onto the rods. Slide up the ends around, push both through. Make sure the screws on the rear are pointing out of the frame. Okay, so basically it wants them to be flush with the front. So we will take, these focus a little bit differently. Take this guy, slide it in here like that. Then I'll probably just use, yeah, 1, 2, 3 block. Let's first start tightening this down a little bit. Or a lot. It's still sliding way easy. Well, that goes from sliding really easy to not sliding at all. There we go. Okay, so let's just try to do that. Where'd the screw hole go? Okay, that seems fine. I'm gonna tighten it down with an Allen key really quick here. Wednesdays is my community day with the kids, 3D printing and CAD stuff. So yes, it is my happy day. That sounds awesome. Okay, that is plenty tight. And it looks like we want the other one going in the other direction. So let's grab this guy. We'll do the same thing and just kind of start tightening it down. Yeah, it goes from free sliding to I'm not moving in just a fraction of a turn. Okay, let's get this. Let's see. Yeah, that seems good. We'll tighten it down. An Allen key. Granted, a video about the rods and the new Pantheon looks like 3 by 2 inch rods. Oh my god. Where was the new Pantheon shut off at? Was it Rapid? Those Pantheon machines look incredible. They look just so overbuilt, but I am a big fan of what I've seen of them. Okay, so I'll line up the front. So let's see. Okay, so we're gonna pass these through. And we want screws on the outside. So that means this guy is going on. So let's zoom out a little bit. We want the screw head facing outside. So we're just gonna go like this. Gently through and into here. I assume that probably needs to be flush, so let's just leave that loose for right this second. And do the same on this side. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Okay. And we are in. Okay. Sweet. Let's see. I never use those alignment blocks. Should probably invest in a set. I just eyeball it. Yeah, I picked up. So I think that the LDO kit. I think that the LDO. Oh, why can't I think of the CNC or the mill? I think that the mill build I did came with a set, and I had purchased a set before. I have also like machinist squares. I mean, they're not the most expensive machinist squares, so I don't know how great they are, but I've used them before. But 1, 2, 3 blocks are just really convenient. Milo, yeah, I would definitely recommend picking up a set of them. Their machine was driving my OCD nuts. Wait, why? Hey, zombie, you're going to Rapid, right? Are you doing a table? Not Rapid, I'm sorry, Rocky Mountain. Okay. Oh, I already tightened this, so line up the front ends. Well, I'm not so worried about lining up the front ends because I lined up the back ends, and once I install these, everything should kind of go into place. So let's get these screws and install these. Like, oops, turn you guys a little bit. Okay. Oh, you're not going this year? Just family stuff, work stuff, or? Just got back from my day trip. Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah, just a lot going on. Where was Rapid this year? It's usually in Detroit, right? Oh, you are going. Okay, just filming. Got it, got it. They put the external driver heat sinks the wrong way. Interesting. Okay, let me grab my actual. Where's my? Here we go. It's there. Okay, that is on. Yeah, these should just kind of be self-aligned in the front, I would think, since I did I think a decent job aligning the back. Oh, it was in Boston. Okay, that's right. It does travel around, because I know that one year it was in Anaheim. I think the one I went to was in Detroit. It might have been Chicago. I did do a show in Chicago as well, but I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was Detroit, the one I went to. What was your favorite thing you saw at Rapid, Zombie? You had to pick one thing out of everything. The thing that made you go, man, that's cool. So I know Rapid has like all sorts of, like our realm of stuff, but also industrial machines and all sorts of crazy technology. Okay. That is in. So I assume we're probably tightening the front next? Yeah. Okay, don't tighten the bottom ones. Got it. Just these guys. Okay, so let's flip this around. The startup had a 5-axis printer and a custom. Oh, that's so cool. That's so freaking cool. Oh man, I'd love to see like see the math behind it. I'm sure it's ridiculous. To generate the tool paths in 5-axis has got to be wild. Okay, so let's start by just using our ball head to get it most of the way, and then we'll use our Allen key. Fontech won the Filament Innovation Award of the Year. For Index, I assume, right? That feels like a weird name for that then, because like filament innovation, I would think would be like material, not hardware. Okay, that is in. The slicer is super simple. It works kind of like the cut tool where you pick an axis direction. Interesting. Did they say any info about like how they're like if and how they're trying to bring it to market? Is it going to be a crowdfunding thing? All right, that seems plenty tight. Okay, now we need some printed stuff, and I don't think I've taken these out yet, so let's find that. That tool should be somewhere. Where is going to be the ultimate question? Where would I put that handy tool? Here it is. Okay, so handy tool we've got. So let's find the other stuff. These are XY motor mount left and XY motor mount right. And it looks like they're pretty big parts, so hopefully that means they're not too difficult. Yeah, right here. XY motor mount left. I think that's probably you. XY motor mount right. This guy right here. And now we just need a bunch of screws. So let's go through our screws. So we need M330s, 2 of them. These might be them. Let's see. Yep, M330s, 2 of them. I just had the M318s a second ago, so those must be close by. Here they are. 2 of these guys. Let me change the picture so I can see you. Okay, so it looks like 1 square nut. Get these screws out. 1 square nut. Hey Lisa, cleaning today, so watching, not chatting. Good luck with your cleaning. It is always a not super fun, but man, at the end of it all, absolutely worth it. Doing a good clean day. Okay, so next one we need is spacers. I know spacers are kind of in like a weird bag mixed with a bunch of stuff. This might be it. pretty sure that this is the bag with all the little pieces. Yeah, it's got to be these guys. So two of these little spacers. Not sure yet, but it's supposed to be a sold product. Got it. Okay, so not a kit thing. Uh-oh, I'm hearing not good printer sounds from across the house. Oh. It's funny, Aaron has great ears. My hearing sucks. I don't know why. Like, I don't know if it's a genetic thing or like I just listened to too loud music growing up, but all the time Aaron would be like, your printer's making a weird sound. We'll be like sitting next to each other on the couch and I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, your printer, you don't hear that? No. And I go upstairs and it's like failing. I'm like, wow, that's really impressive. We make jokes that like she's got sonar hearing, like the sound I make is which I know doesn't make sense for that, but yeah, she's always been my hey, your print's horribly failing.
Will we be printing today? What is your favorite size?
Man of the Croc, thank you so much for the donation, man. Will we be printing today? Absolutely not. What is your favorite size nozzle? So I largely stick with 0.4s. I will say since having the H2C, I am using 0.6s more often because I don't have to swap nozzles. I just usually have a 0.6 on one of the tool heads and just say, hey, print this and that. I will say though that I'm a huge fan of the 0.5 millimeter Basel nozzle. Like, the reason why I say Basel nozzle is because I think that's the only nozzle I've ever used that had 0.5. It feels like a really nice happy medium to where like you can print faster, quality's still really good. It's like, I don't know, 0.5 would probably be my choice. I almost wish that that had become the standard over a 0.4. And ready to index a V0. Not exactly, but I'm not against it either. I've definitely got the V0s. We still have 3 V0s here, so absolutely up for that. Noises add character. My wife is half deaf and she still complains about how loud some of my printers are. Uh-oh. Is there any videos from Rapid? I doubt yet, since I think Zombie said he just got back, but if Nero was there, I'm sure he'll do one. I don't know if Zombie recorded. I'm sure Grant will do something. I bet you there'll be coverage one way or another. Okay. Oh, wow. Electronics and fasteners. We need 6 of those guys. I've got 5 of them. That's not, oh, there's one more. Cool. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 in this bag. And then it looks like I've already taken out a bag that has one additional one right here. Let's see. Yeah, here's number 6. Okay. I'm gonna throw out these bags. I'm trying to, once the bag's empty, get it out of here so that way I'm not looking through empty bags for parts. So let me chuck these out. Not a good price point to index a V0. I'm not going to have any videos ready until at least next week, but I recorded a few booths. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so there will be coverage. Okay. Insert one pulley. Interesting. Okay, so we're grabbing this tool. Okay, so it looks like with this side up like that, we're grabbing a pulley and slapping it there like that. And then insert a spacer. So one of these spacer guys, it looks like there's sort of a just a little cavity for them. Does it slide in like that maybe? Neat. Okay, let's see, insert one pulley. Yep, insert into the second pulley. So second pulley, I assume is just getting pushed right on top like that. This is handy. Insert the whole assembly into the XY motor mount right. Does it say R on it? Is that how I'm gonna know right from left? It says E4. And this one says E2. I have no idea. Let's look at the photo. Okay, so it looks like it says E4 on the one. So let's use this piece. And it looks like we're basically going to just take this guy and drop this in like this. Neat. Okay. Position the part according to the picture. Note the beveled corner. Yeah, I think this looks right. And then it wants us to shove a screw through this. So let's see how that works. It kind of worked. Wait. Oh, does it just go into the printed part? The plastic part has no pre-cut threads, so the screw will create as you tighten. Slight resistance is expected. Okay, got it. So we're just threading into plastic here. So let's try that. Okay, it does not seem to tighten. Let's not break this piece. There we go. Yeah, it does not secure that well, but it probably secures enough to where it's fine. And then once we've got belt tension on here, it'd probably keep the screw from backing out. So interesting. Interesting. Our rat rig is ready for next. Maybe we'll do that. We need to do that too. The MK4S still needs to get its upgrades. It's still sitting on the other side of the garage, very dusty. One of the panels broke when I got it, so I had cut a new panel somewhere for it. So I need to get the panel installed, I need to get the toolhead upgraded and all that. But yeah, maybe we'll do that, because that would definitely have me using the VCore 4 a lot more. I assume we're doing what we just did again. Oh, no, first we are insert another pulley and then an M318. Okay. So the other pulley is going. Insert another pulley, secure the M318. The plastic has no pre-cut threads. Okay, so same thing. So this is just going right here. Like that, roughly. This guy's going from here. Maybe? Okay, well that tolerances on that are a little tight, so let's just start threading it. Okay, I think we've got it going. I got a Cyber Trident 350 kit and process to put index on. Got a U1 a couple weeks back. Now I want to do tool changer. Now I want to put tool changer on all of mine. Yeah, tool changers are definitely very cool. Okay, so that has way better grip than the other one. I hope this one doesn't become a problem, because it's just like, it's just free spinning. It's probably fine. I can't turn it with my fingers, at least, so like there's some grip. It's just not as grippy as I would like. But let's not mess with it. Okay. Good job. I checked the print. Last piece was on the verge of coming off the bed and would have destroyed the whole print run. Oh, geez. What are you printing? Okay, then it says we need to insert a square nut into the opening up top here. So let's do that. I think my needle nose pliers are upstairs, so that could be interesting. Let's see how tight this is. Ah, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. Cool. I think that piece is done. So now we're probably going to do a very similar thing on the other side. Yep. All right. Let's basically just rinse and repeat. So get this guy. Drop a pulley. Even though these technically look like idlers to me. They call them pulleys. It is not going in. Why are we not going in? There we go. Okay. Another pulley on top. Like that. Sorry, the focus I realize is not perfect. There we go. Okay. So we are going like this. And it shows, let's see, orientation wise, like this, like this, like that. And then this guy's going through here, like that. Yeah, this one kind of free spins too, so we'll just assume that that's fine. Okay, so that's in, and then I'm probably doing the same thing on the other side as well. Let's see. Yep. So, final pulley goes right here. Huh, same thing on this one. It's just, it's okay. Why is it not? There we go. A bunch of platypus toys, but the part that failed was a soldering iron bit holder that I added to the run to, oh, got it. What's the story behind the platypus toys? Just toys for the kids? Okay, that seems like that's good. And then probably doing a similar thing with the, oh no, we only needed one square nut, so there's probably, there's no square nuts going into that piece. Okay, wait, what? Apparently we need more pulleys. God, I hope I have them. It says these ones were removed from the Mark 4S, so if that's the case, they would be in here. Let's see, I definitely see one. There's one. Okay, the second one I never removed fully, so let's get this one out. I think I just need to, there we go, pop it out like that. Maybe? There we go. Okay. I'll leave this little pin right here. I don't know if we're gonna be using that. Okay, so now we need two more M3. Let's see, two M318s. One, two M330s. We need two of these square nuts. Like so, and then we need one M312. M312, perfect. Okay. All right, what is next? Testing models for my daughter's end of semester celebration. Getting way ahead. Ready to smash out 60 of them on indexed Core 1. Nice. Are they articulated platypus? Platypus? Belt tension. Okay, so that's probably in the same bag. Let's see. It's probably in the same bag as the motor mounts were. Yep, belt tensioner. Okay, so belt tensioner left and right, which looks like these guys. There's one of them. Two of them. And then belt tension pulley, which are these little sort of triangular pieces. Awesome. All right, let's start assembling these then. Insert one M3S nut, make sure the nuts are correctly inserted. Yep. Okay, so let's start with these. little pieces here. I wonder if I should turn on autofocus for right now while I'm doing this. We'll see. Okay, those going pretty loose. Let's try not to have those fall out. Is there any other kind? If it wasn't articulated, all our little friends would be disappointed now. They expected. Yeah, it's crazy. I was looking for the video I'm working on right now for Saturday. I was looking for models yesterday, and I was just scrolling, like, I think I did printables. I think it was printables and Maker World under like popular models or trending models, and holy cow, the amount of models that are trending that are articulated is substantial. I mean, I get it. They're a lot of fun. I even like, I mean, I even quite enjoy them. Apply a small and appreciably lubricant to the tip of the M330 nozzles. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I even quite enjoy them. Spread lubricant around evenly over the entire thread. I should have kept my glove. We'll grab another glove. Glove. Yeah, there's a big cat model I printed out that I know, like, I think I gave it to my mom, actually. I'm pretty sure it's at her house. She really likes it. I did an articulated, I think it was either a lizard or a dinosaur for my father-in-law. He loves it. He keeps it on his desk at work. I did some dolphins that Jack really likes. I did some frogs that Jack really likes. Most popular models are transitioning to multicolor. Pretty interesting. I don't have an issue with that, especially because for the multicolor models, like if you wanted to, you don't have to print them multicolor, you know? Like you still can print them in single color, but having them like pre-painted at least makes it a lot easier for someone that does want to do multicolor. And I mean, honestly, like most manufacturers now offer at least a multicolor add-on. Like, I mean, Cheaty's got it, Creality's got it, obviously Bamboo's got it, Elegoo's got it, Prusa's got it, Stoutmaker's got it. I mean, like pretty much everyone offers it now. All right, so it says just to apply a little glob of grease at the end, and then just sort of evenly apply it across the threads. Hopefully that's enough. Their picture looks like they have more grease than I do, so I'm gonna add a tiny bit more grease. There we go. I think some of it kind of came off on my gloves. That looks a little better. Okay, let's stand this up. It's probably gonna fall over right as I say that. Yeah, there we go. All right. Ah! Okay, this one I don't think needs probably more. This looks like it's got plenty. Okay, so I'm just gonna stand this guy up next to his buddy. Maybe... Oh, it fell over. Alright, whatever. Okay, so let's put our little grease cap back on here, because I assume we're probably gonna need this grease. Well, actually, no, I don't want to get... It's just gonna get grease all over my fingers, so let's just drop it back in the bag, close the bag. It's nice that you can import a Maker World 3D map and Orca Slicer for use with something like the U1 or custom tool changer. Yeah, agreed. I do it fairly often. They really need a model repo though, like everyone else. It's now a drop bear with fangs and blood on its claws and fangs. Jeez. Hey, Kenneth! All right. So we got the grease on here. Now it wants us to take, let's see, E2L, and all right, so we're basically going to just slot this guy in like that, it looks like, or I guess, not tighten completely 3 to 4 turns. Okay, got it. So slide the belt tension. Okay, so we're gonna take these lubed up screws. We're going to pass it through here. And we're just gonna do, we'll do like 3 turns. So let's see, or 4, we'll do 4 turns. Stupid focus. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And I assume we're doing the exact same thing, probably in the other one. No. Yes, no. Okay, we're still doing the, we're not done with this guy yet. Okay, so now that we have this, we're taking one of these, placing it here. Okay, so this just free floats. M312, tighten slightly. Into the GT2 pool, secure it with an M38 screw. So M38 is going to be the small guys right here. Nope, that didn't work. Hey, Tuxedo! Yeah, I had planned to start early. I think I mentioned it last week. Maybe I didn't. I think I did. I think I mentioned it last week, but I wasn't sure. We had another sort of emergency thing here. Our other dog, Monkey, or our dog, Monkey now, so the other dog is no longer with us, but Monkey is not doing so hot. He hasn't been for a while, and we thought he was getting better. Stickers, no free cut. We thought he was getting better, but then he took a turn yesterday or the night before. So yesterday, Aaron had to take him to the vet to get an x-ray done and see what's going on. And so I was waiting because I had work. She couldn't take him until after work. And okay, that seems probably plenty tight. Wait, that's not right. I did something wrong. That can't be right. The screw's not even passing all the way through. Oh, God, I read that wrong. I read M38. Yeah, it's supposed to be the bigger of the screws. So yeah, she was waiting until I got off to take him, and I didn't want to schedule today's stream because I didn't know what the vet was going to say and like whether I was going to be watching the kids today or what was going on. But they did an x-ray, didn't find any sort of internal blockage, gave him a bunch of liquids, some pills to help him, and then he's just on like a really limited ingredient chicken and rice diet for the next few days, and so hopefully he bounces back. But yeah, I didn't schedule the stream till much later, so I wanted to make sure that I wasn't gonna have to cancel the stream. Okay, that seems plenty tight. That's still spinning beautifully. And then it says insert the M312 into the belt. So M312 is going into, looks like this guy. Okay, it's going into here. For some reason I'm missing a screw. I'm 99% sure I took it out correctly, but 5 turns is enough. It must not protrude through the other side. Okay, so let's get this screw in. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna go 2 more turns. 6, 7. Okay, so this looks like it's probably done. We've got our pulley that slides, our pulley's attached, and then we've got a belt tension screw, it says right there. So this piece looks good. Okay, now we're gonna do the other side. So grabbing this piece and sliding this guy onto it like that. Taking our M330 that's lubed up, sliding it in. And then we did how many turns? 4 turns, I think. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's what we did, the other one, so. I pulled the trigger on the Core 1. Oh, nice. Tracking says it should be delivered today. That's awesome. Did you go with a kit or did you go with a fully assembled? So sorry, animals. Animals in pain break my heart. Sure, people too, but it's easier to comfort people, I think. Yeah, it sucks. I was just saying earlier, like it's been a rough like block of like we've had a lot of good times over the last 6 months, but starting with our other dog that didn't make it, and like now Monkey being sick, I'm really hoping that he bounces back and we get many more years out of him. So we'll see. It definitely caught us off guard. That's for sure. We knew he ate something. He wasn't supposed to, and not to be too like graphic, but like he had passed it, so we thought he was good, and then yeah, we woke up to sort of like a horror scene yesterday, and so it was definitely a very panicky and emotional morning and day, but the news we got, at least seems good. Like I said, they did an X-ray, didn't see any sort of blockage, which is great. It was sort of best case scenario based off the results of the X-ray. So kit, same here. Nice, you got the kit. Okay. Nothing more heartbreaking than animal suffering. Yeah, it sucks, man. Like for most people, I think animals are your family. It's your furry family member, and it just sucks that they can't live as long as we can. All right. So this one doesn't look like it actually has a belt tensioning. That's why I think the screw count was correct that I had. So we should be good here as soon as I get this guy in. There we go. Do a little more turn. Spins beautifully. All right. So that's all the screws and stuff we had. So are we going to start assembling stuff to the frame now? Nope. Not quite. All right. Let's get more screws. So M330s are right here. I need 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we've got, it says M318s, which I know, yeah, here they are. M318s. 1 of these. And then we need M36s, which I know are also right here somewhere. Those are, M36s, here we go. 2 of these guys. I feel for all animals. When I mow the lawn, I always watch out for frogs. I pick them up and put them next to the bushes to protect them. That's awesome. I wish we had frogs. We don't have frogs. Well, we might, but not like that. Not like when I'm on the lawn, I have to watch out for them. We used to, where I lived in California, I remember a couple years where you could like open the back door at night and just hear tons of frogs, and I think they were frogs. Maybe they were toads. But yeah, we'd be able to find some. We had like planters, not boxes, but like wood chip areas with some plants up against the house, and sometimes you can find them there. It was a lot of fun. We have a month of beagle birthdays. Ginger's 9 on Sunday. Then Lizzie is 11 on the 3rd. And is it Algie or Algie? Algie is 9 in 4.5 weeks. My mom for a long time wanted a beagle. I think. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe no, I'm wrong. I think she wanted a Jack Russell, actually, not a beagle. But I love beagles. I like most all dogs. My second job, I think I mentioned it before, but my second job ever was at PetSmart, and I loved it. I did nighttime stocking as well as like cashier usually for closing, and people would bring in their dogs, and any dog that came up to the cash register, I was able to like give a treat to or offer a treat to. Like, it was so much fun. I live next to a stream and there's a lot of frogs in the summer. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. We are blessed with complex emotions. A lot of people would do good to use them more. I agree with that. All right. Okay, we got all these guys. Now we need these two that we just put together. So I've got, let me lay these out. So I got this guy on the right, this on the left. Oh, nice. We are attaching things to the frame. Okay. So locate the corner of the core plate with the fastener on it. It is on the underside of the assembly. Yeah. So I'm gonna flip this around like this. Okay. So it looks like this is what they're referring to. Let me zoom in a little bit, or at least focus. So this guy. Position the motor mount left. So that is it this guy? Yeah, I think it's this guy. Let's see. Yeah, it's gotta be this guy. Okay. Position the motor mount left on the CoreXY plate as shown in the picture. Oh, so it's going underneath. Underneath the plate. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out a bit more. There we go. So it looks like this guy's going right here. That doesn't seem right. That seems right. Holes are aligned. Okay. Note the rectangular protrusion. Oh, interesting. Yeah, okay, so it dropped in there. Cool, I see that. Slide the motor mount left, okay. Align the holes in both parts and secure them with M36 screws. With an M36 screw. Okay, just a single M36 screw. So that's these little guys, and that's going into this piece right here. Okay. Okay, I don't want to over tighten it, so let's call that good enough. It's just a printed piece. Okay. I assume we're probably doing the same thing on the other side. Yep. Okay, so let's bring you guys up a little bit and zoom like that. Okay, so now we're going to take this piece and we're going to lift this up and drop you in right there, and probably do the same thing with another, yeah, so the farthest opening. Hey Steve, happy Wednesday. Okay, this is in. Uh-oh, this guy's spinning a lot more than I'd like. Okay, we are not going tighter than that. It looks like everything's aligned. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. Okay, turn the CoreXY assembly upside down so that the bent part focus on the front left corner of the assembly. Okay, so I think we're flipping it all the way to the opposite side like this. Yeah, it must be right. Okay, so I wish I had shown you guys that, but I just basically flipped it. So the thing we just did is now on the opposite side. It's on the top versus the bottom, and it's furthest away from us. So I think this is right. It looks like this is correct. Place the belt tensioner left assembly in the front left. Okay, let's grab the picture of this. So, okay, I think this is the right piece. Looks like this guy is just going here, like towards the edge, right here, the inner edge. Yeah. Secure the part with two M3. Secure the part with two. Insert and tighten one M318. Okay, so looks like this is just dropping in from the top. Is it passing through? There we go. Okay. Okay, tighten it up a little bit more in a sec here. Hey, only 31 likes. Let's get to 50 at least. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, let's get. We can do. I believe we can get to 50 likes. If you haven't hit the like button, please do. Okay, I definitely don't want to over tighten this, but I do want to use a 2.5mm driver versus my ball driver. Okay, that seems plenty tight. Let's not go tighter than that. And then it says to secure one of the M318s. Let's go on and right here. Hey Luke, how's it going? Are you going to Rocky Mountain? Are you too busy with all the shop stuff you got going on? All the store stuff. Okay, so now we're doing basically the same thing on the other side. But this is going like this. And we're doing three M330 screws. So let me lift you guys up. Like that. Doing well. No Rocky Mountain Airport customer this year. Still recovering from sinus surgery last week. Wow. Sorry to hear that. Hope you're doing better. I haven't heard of that. What was it, like just a really bad sinus like infection that led to having to have a surgery? Yeah, definitely get rest. Here why are we not? What are we doing here? There we are. That seems right. Okay, there we go. Speaking of sinuses, I did take allergy pills last night. Because last week I was like, yeah, I didn't have any allergies, and I started streaming, and the whole time my nose was just like a mess. So last night before going to bed, I was like, I'm gonna learn from last week's mistake. I think the garage I mentioned it, but like has just dust and crap in it. So from being out here, it gives my allergies kind of flare up. The surgery went well. Okay, so hey there. Okay, that's tight. That's tight. Okay, that seems nice and secure. All right, what is next? We did that. Ooh. All right, we are installing a linear rail now. Okay, so it says we need M36 screws. So let's start by grabbing all the things I know where they are. M36 screws, we need 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I don't recall seeing that beam. So, let's see. So we need a linear rail, and then there's a metal parts 3 of 3 box. So let me go over here and see what I find. I've got everything kind of stashed in the corner over here. So this is metal parts 2 of 2. Here we go. Metal parts 3 of 3. Let's see. Metal parts 3 of 3. Okay, I do see that beam. And I think, what was the other one? The other one was under, is it electronics and chamber parts? Yes. Sweet, this looks like it's the last thing in that box. Okay, let's zoom out a bit here, like that. Cool. Let's see. Okay, I'm back. Full load of kid bedding in the wash even after. Oh no, I can relate to that one. Hey Stuart, happy Wednesday. All right, I don't think I have scissors, so we'll just use some flush cutters on this guy. says don't take off the clips on it. Okay, so I'm gonna grab paper towels. I'm getting low on paper towels out here. I'll need to get some more. We've either cleaned a lot of stuff or I spilled a lot of things because most of the oh, that's not even the roll of paper towels. It's just an old paper towel. All right, well, we're gonna desperate times, I guess. I don't know what happened to the rest of the paper towels. This could be our last one for now. Okay, so we're gonna clean off. It says to basically clean off the oils from shipping. Seems pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. Yeah, I think we'll call that good enough right now. Let's set this guy right there. I love Venture XL. They're not particularly expensive here, but no space. Yeah, I can understand. I understand that. Still need to figure out long term what the plan is with this guy. There's this joke, which I'm sure most of us have heard, but like that we're a collector of, well, I think it's usually collector of hobbies, but collector of projects feels really appropriate as well. I have someone bringing me a Rat Rig 400 to finish up for them, then prepping. Oh, nice, you are doing a Venture XL. Got it. That's where I was kind of wondering where that conversation came from. Yeah, I think the electronics could use, like the power supplies I'm good with. I'm probably gonna swap the controller, probably gonna swap the toolhead board. And then the hot end's likely fine. I can't remember what we ended up going with on here. I think it's a Dragon. No. Did we go with the Dragon high flow on this one? We might have. I can't remember exactly. Okay, under no circumstances, immediately after moving the linear guide, wipe off the preservation, place linear rail on the linear beam, and line up the holes in the part, insert, okay, so we are lining up, we already had done, basically, I think, here. Okay, so let's start installing these screws. I splurged on a Snapmaker U1. Oh, nice. Nice. It's a fun printer, Lisa. You're definitely gonna enjoy that one. Still trying to sell my switch wire. I ended up donating my switch wire. I think it needed a little bit of work after what I had done with it, but I didn't feel right because it was sort of in like project form, and I just wanted it to go to someone that was gonna enjoy it. So I just put it up locally, and this guy, he got it as his first printer, and I was like, oh gosh, like I worry about whether you're gonna get it working, but he said, he convinced me that he had buddies that would like be able to help him out. And I said, all right, as long as that's the case. Place linear rail on the insert and slightly tighten 2 MK4S holes, then move the carriage approximately center of the rail. Okay, so I installed more screws than I was supposed to, apparently. Be like Steve, right side up. Well, I don't think that matters. I mean, like once it goes on there, I will, but right now I have it backwards. Now the words are facing me. I swapped it around. Okay, so this says relocate the safety pins. Got it. So it just wants us to basically move these little protection, save your butt guys, to further in like that. Come on, buddy. These stick really well compared to the little stoppers that usually come on rails. These are definitely okay. So now it wants us to install the rest of the screws. All right. It just says tighten them slightly for now. I went to a makerspace in Ohio. Ohio last week, and they had an orange storm printing there. Oh, cool. Much bigger than a coffee table. Yes. I haven't seen one in person, but I've seen the specs in enough videos to know like they are very, very large. It's cool as printing. I know a lot of people had issues with them, which is I know why Luke created that whole upgrade tube toolhead thing for it. Okay, so nothing's tight. I just have it basically in and then backed off a couple turns. That's not what I'm gonna do. Okay, so yeah, we're not supposed to tighten them yet, it seems like. Tighten just slightly, tighten just slightly. Okay. Okay, so now we need M3x8 RTs, which are somewhere over here. M3x8 RTs. We need 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And we need the linear rail assembly. Got it. Wait, does it say still? Do not remove safety pins. Okay. Okay, so now it wants us to turn this around like this. Okay. Move both of the holders approximately center. So we don't exactly have a mark for center. It looks like we'll just use these holes kind of to help us align. So we'll put those right beyond the holes. And we'll put this guy right beyond the holes. It's roughly centered. I mean, it's not exactly, but okay, so now it wants the linear rail. I will make sure. Wait, which way is up? Is this up? Like, is this orientation up, or is it going to be flipped? I need to know because right now, let's see. See if I can see a photo. I cannot tell from this image if this is up or down. Does anybody know? Wait, oh, here we go. Okay, so the bearings should be on the bottom. Okay, so this is up. This looks like it's up because if we look at this photo here, we can see that the bearings and the rails for Y are underneath it. So now if I put this like this, this should be right. Okay, just trying to make Steve proud and Maurice by doing this in the right orientation. Secure it with screws on both left and right side. Okay, so now we're going to secure it with screws. Okay, so let's set this down for a second. Just going to try to get like one screw on each side so that way it's holding it. My arm is totally going to block your guys' view. Okay. That one side is loosely in. I'm just going for loosely in for a sec here. Okay. Oops. Okay, let's get them all in, and then I will start tightening things down. Do you know of any local printer shows? I'm in Washington by you and can't really find much. I don't know of any. Yeah, the only thing, like, I know that West 3D has put on like a small, I don't know if it's a show, more like a shop hangout type thing, I think is what it was, like for their new location opening. 1 second. What in the world is going on here? Give me 1 sec. Let me get this guy in. Okay, there we go. And then I know that Printed Solid is Printed Solid. They're either in Washington or Oregon as well. They might be in Oregon. No, they might be Washington because they're up by Joel, not Joe. They do like some stuff. They do some events there, but like that's the extent of. Nope, let's not cross thread. That's the extent of stuff I know on this side of the coast. On this side of the U.S., I guess maybe. Okay, I'm gonna move this to the front so I have more room for my driver here. Okay. Printed Solid is in Delaware. Wait, did I say Printed Solid? I didn't mean Printed Solid. I'm sorry, I meant Proto Pasta. Yeah, not Printed Solid. That was me multitasking poorly. That was my bad. Okay, so it looks like it doesn't say not to tighten it fully, so let's go ahead and tighten this fully now. We'll do this center ones first. Hi. Landon was? And you? That is awesome. You wanna say hi? Okay, I gotta carry you then. I guess Landon was saying dad 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 dad. Ah, Landon. Landon, can you say dad 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 dad? You wanna say hi, Jackie? Alright, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna go grab Jack. Give Daddy 1 second, okay? Okay, let me grab Jack. Still got your PJs on? What's up, buddy? He's da, 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 da. My big boy. Both my big boys. Say hi. You haven't come out in a few weeks, Bobby. Well, I guess you've been gone. You were at. Okay, you can stand up. Stand up. You say hi to the camera.
Hi.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi, buddy.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Do you know what your shirt says? It says, "Heroes don't have bedtime." You don't have bedtime?
No.
No? Wow. That is, hey, there's the machinist square I was looking for earlier. This is the machinist square. You use this to make sure that things are square or butted up against each other, like that. Want to see what Daddy's been building? Check it out. This is gonna be a printer. Watch this, ready? Look at it slides now, back and forth. Not so smoothly. I think it's because it still needs to be tightened down. Careful. There you go. Is that cool? Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is gonna be where the printer prints. This is the, who's careful, that guy, that's a special tool Daddy needs to build this printer, okay? Yep. That's a driver. Tiny hole. GP's? Yeah, you know what GP says?
Yeah.
He says he needs a shirt like that.
Yeah.
He said that's a cool shirt. Huh? Alright, Daddy's gonna get back to building. You wanna press one sound button and I'll carry you back over?
Yeah.
Okay, just one button, okay? Oh, Daddy pressed the button. Okay, you can press one. Hold on, let me scooch over. I'm gonna lift you up. Scooch you forward so you can lean in. No, don't put your feet down. Okay, press the button. Just one. Pick wisely.
I wonder what's for dinner.
I wonder what's for dinner. Huh? What do you have for dinner? You don't know, huh? Okay, can you say bye-bye, everybody?
Bye-bye.
Say good luck, Daddy.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right, I'll see you guys in a sec. Let me carry this big guy. No, careful the camera. We're going to gymnastics today, right? In a little while? I will watch you. Yes, sir. Okay, there you go. I'll see you in a little bit, okay? Love you. We haven't gotten a Jack visit in a while. All right. Getting so freaking big, man. Aaron will show me photos. Like, I think that him and his brother look pretty different, but Aaron will show me photos of, like baby photos, and I'll mix them up sometimes. They definitely have some similarities as far as their looks go. Landon is a lot bigger. Landon's our big boy. He's definitely a lot bigger than Jack was at that. Because Landon is like 7.5 months now. I always enjoy the Jack Tech inspection tours. Yeah, I like him a lot too. It makes me happy. He definitely takes an interest in a lot of the stuff I'm doing. It's really distracting because like I work from home, and so I'll be upstairs and I don't usually lock my door. Sometimes I will. Like if I have an important meeting, I'll lock my door. Be like, just that way there's no unexpected guests. But otherwise, I'll usually leave it unlocked. And he comes up the stairs like. When he comes up the stairs, it sounds like an elephant on ice skates. Like it's just like thump, 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 thump. Like I don't know. I think he does like a crawl run thing. Like I don't know. It's weird. But he'll like burst in the door and always walks around and like seeing like what's that? What's that do? What's that do? Even though sometimes it gets me in trouble. Like the other day, I thought he was sitting just on the chair like being good, but there was a printer between us. I couldn't exactly see what he was doing. And I came over there and saw him with flush cutters in one hand cutting PTFE tube. I'm like, that's dangerous, and thanks. Now I don't have a long PTFE tube anymore. But he definitely like loves seeing all the printers and just checking out whatever shenanigans I'm up to. Okay, that seems tight. It's definitely motion's not that bad actually, and I think that once we have it, there's probably a little bit of flex in the sheet metal, so once it's secured, it'll likely check that. I wish 3D printers were around when I was young. Yeah, I mean, I got my first 3D printers 2014, and I am now 33, so 23. I think I got my first printer when I was at PetSmart, actually. So it's probably 21 when I got my first 3D printer, which is not old. But I do wish that I wish that they'd been around when I was like younger in high school or even middle school. I feel like I would have had a lot of fun with them, but maybe not. I don't know. I didn't really find, I guess like I've always been into building stuff. I was really big into like Legos and blocks and just building things like that, but I didn't really find my love for making and building things again, at least until my early 20s. And then I became obsessed with it and was like, this is so freaking cool. Okay, so now we've got the green light from Prusa to remove our retaining clips for that linear rail. So let's do that. So I'm just gonna squeeze. We don't need any needle nose pliers. Our linear rail is still very loose. It hasn't said anything about tightening them. So just someone remind me that at some point if I don't see it in the instructions. But yeah, this thing's got, oops, like total wiggle freedom. He's clearly fascinated by all that stuff. I was too when I was his age. Yeah, he definitely thinks it's very cool. Yeah, he comes up, it's funny, like he does me a big solid because I'm always like testing printers and just doing random printer stuff upstairs, and pretty much all the printers have like poop chutes now, regardless of the printer. Like they just do, even if you're not printing multicolor, like it'll purge out there, a lot of them at least. And so he'll come up there, and I don't usually have like bins to catch them unless I know I'm doing a big print. I'll like makeshift a bin, but he'll come upstairs and be like, "Daddy, it's so messy," and I'm like, it is kind of messy, huh? And he'll like crawl around and have fun. Like he'll get a tiny little printed bin that I have and just go around picking up all the poops off the ground. And I'm like, he's having fun, and I'm stoked that my that my mess is getting cleaned up. So he does that usually a couple times a week, and it's a huge help. Okay, so that's on. For the next steps, we need a bed stop rear. Bed stop rear. I think it's probably the last piece. No, it's not the last piece. Ah. It's not in here. Bed stop rear. Okay, that is the last piece in this bag. Okay. Bed stop rear. Check. I'm gonna throw out this bag. How did I miss the trash from from about a 1.5 foot drop. Okay, so we need M38 RTs, 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And then we need 3 square nuts. Okay, so it's just 2, 3. We'll open the giveaway in like 25 minutes for anyone that's curious about the timing on that today. All right. Get him started on the Cubico or similar stuff when he's old enough for the first kid. It's a great bonding experience. I will have to look into that then. He loves building. He loves building. He's got like these magnets that are these square magnet things, and he'll build like houses and stuff with them. And then he's got some like it's like Lego but bigger block. I can't think of what they're called right now, but yeah, he's definitely a big fan of building. He likes building towers, building big tall towers, and then seeing how tall you can get them before they fall over, or just building them and then terrorizing them and knocking them all over. Oops. Okay, so we are taking this part right here. Let me zoom in a little bit, maybe. Okay, and we are installing some of these guys. In. This guy is being a little bit more challenging. There we go. I'll have to remember next week to try to bring the needle nose pliers down. I can't remember. I needed them for something upstairs, then just forgot to bring them back down. I should have another set of needle nose pliers somewhere. I know I do. Like, I don't just have the Prusa ones. I definitely own needle nose pliers. Come on. This one's not going all the way in. Let's see. I just don't want to break. Don't want to break anything. There we go. Okay, we got it in. Everything else, we'll push these in a little bit more. Okay, that seems like that's good. On my phone with big thumbs. Wait, what? Your browser? Oh, got it. People are trying to panic sell their index pre-order slots. They plan to scalp because Bontek announced the pre-order finalization date is on the 19th of April. Oh, so people bought the pre-order slots, now they're trying to upcharge for them? Dude, it's frustrating. Okay, so now this wants us to have, turn the bed around, or not the bed, turn the gantry around, the top frame. Okay. And then it wants us to, wait, what is that? Oh, it's this. Okay, so it wants this to go position and focus on the triangle part, insert the bed under the protrusion. Okay, so it looks like this just kind of goes like this. The upper screw threads into plastic. Okay. Get the other ones in. Yeah, that really sucks. I mean, I know that's a thing in a lot of like video games and card stuff and all that, but I haven't seen that in the 3D printing space. People scalping. That's new to me. Seems like that's fine. I just checked KiwiCo's Panda Kit starting at age 0 to 36 months. Teaches basic knowledge in a very fun way. Sounds perfect if you want to give Jack a head start on printer building. Okay, let me Google and screenshot that one sec, just so I will forget otherwise. Excuse me. So it's called KiwiCo's Panda Kit. Cool. Yeah, I took a screenshot of that. Thank you. There's likely to be significant price rises for U.S. customers for retail due to the fall in the U.S. dollar. Yeah, everything is getting more expensive. It's always going up, never going down. Sweet. Okay, we're putting motors on. All right. Note that the motors are marked as X and Y. Okay, where are these guys? Okay. So these are. So are these reused, or did I pull these out? Are these from the MK4S, or did I pull these out of a box and forget about it? Okay, so we need some pulleys, which are probably in electronics and fasteners, I think. Unless they're not, they could be actually. Could they be just reusing these as well? So I've got pulleys right here. Pulleys are here. So, I wish KiwiCo wasn't so expensive here. My daughter has a Lego addiction, and it's cheaper to feed than KiwiCo. Okay, so we are taking the X-axis motor, which is this guy, and we are using our little multi-tool that Jack had that I said I needed. Where did I put it once he had it? Here we go. So this is just going, it looks like that. This is going like that. Let me actually, oh no, it's already set up where it should be. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna grab, I think my Allen keys are over here. I was using it for the CNC machine. Actually, the one, oh, here we go. Yeah. Cool. Not sure. Not sure if this is the right size. Yeah, sure looks like it. Yeah, I loved Lego growing up. I remember, I think it was for a Christmas gift, I got like a Hogwarts castle set, and it was huge. It was the biggest set I did, because I was always into Lego, but it was like a lot of smaller ones, and like I did Bionicles and stuff like that. But I remember I got a huge Hogwarts castle set, and I was so proud of it. I didn't want to tear it down, so my parents kept it on top of the fridge for a long time, and I'm pretty sure that's where we stored our cereal, so it was like tucked behind the cereal in the back. Okay. Using the fork, push the pulley, rotate the screw firmly a second. Yep, double check pulley orientation. Looks, oh, I screwed up. Gosh, I screwed up. The teeth are supposed to be down. That was my bad. That was my bad. Holy cow, it's really stuck. Okay, something's not right. Why are we still so stuck? The set screws aren't even... Oh, jeez. Okay. Interesting. Why is it not sliding down anymore? Well, that's not ideal. Interesting. Well, it's still gonna work. There we go. I'm just not sure why. Hey, nice. Happy Wednesday. We made some really good progress on this. I'm very happy we got the extra hour today. I might try to do the same thing next week as well. Okay. That seems plenty tight. We have the teeth in the right direction, so pointing downward. That was my bad. Yep. All right. Okay, so now for the other side, teeth are going to be up. So let's move this out of the way. Okay, so on this side, teeth are up. Let's make sure we've got this aligned. Huh, these just really are a tight fit for some reason. Oh, this one's my fault, actually. I think this is just this pulley. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so tighten this guy down a little bit. Now my nose is starting to run. Okay, so for this one, we're using the other side. The flat part of the motor shaft. Rotate the motor shaft with the flat part facing you. Slide the pulley. Make sure the pulley teeth facing away from the motor. Using the hook in the assembly, place the thicker curved part between the pulley and the motor. Do not try to hook it around the shaft. Just rest the tool against the motor. Okay, so lift this up, drop it down. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of pressure so it stays in place. Let's tighten this down. Maybe. Okay. The other side. Okay. It seems like we did a decent job. It's a little, yeah, no, that's probably fine. Okay. Stupid day, I have a lot of frustration. Wait, did you see Aaron's message about chicken nuggets? I didn't. No, I didn't. I'll take chicken nuggets. Ah, if you're offering, where's your message? How do you want chicken nuggies, fries? I can eat chicken nuggets and fries. If you're still hearing this, I will take chicken nuggets and fries. If not, I'll take whatever. I totally missed that. Let's see. I wasted 1 kilogram PET G carbon fiber. Oh no! What happened? Oh! It wasn't fancy material, but I did have a big print that the interlayer adhesion just was not good. And I lost like a day of printing, which sucked, but yeah, the material was, I think it was PTG, just regular PTG. Okay. I asked for down nuggies, but they might be cold. Yeah, maybe. Okay. We need the X-axis motor mount we assembled earlier. Y-axis motor mount we assembled earlier. XY belt 2 times, or 2X, found in the CoreXY. Okay, so we need stuff found in HB set package. Okay, let me try to find this stuff. So we have a box called metal parts that hasn't been opened. There's got clamps on the ground right in my way. Ah! That scared me. Metal parts, no. Okay, it's probably this box down here. Yep, CoreXY parts. So FC belts here. Okay, let's grab the belts. And then I see one metal part. I'm not sure if there's supposed to be 2, but I see 1. So, oh, wrong cam. Okay, so belts are here. I've got this little metal piece. Yeah, just one of these. And then M335s. I don't know if I don't think we've used 35s yet. Let me check the box. I think 30s are the largest we've used up to this point. M330s. M335. Yeah, those are big. Those are some big screws. All right. What were you printing and what happened? I guess I can take a quick look. 1 sec. Oh. I'm gonna show it. What? It looks like a partial clog. To me, it looks like a partial clog. It looks like there's like, it starts maybe here-ish. And then just gets progressively worse, and then maybe fully clogs here, or did you stop the print up top? Plants! Yay! Well, that's exciting. My seedlings are not doing that hot. I think I overwatered them. The seed blocks, or the soil blocks, it said, everything I saw said you have to water them like daily or every other day, but they still feel damp to me. And so I think that I overwatered them. The melons, so like the watermelons, the cantaloupe, and the cucumbers are doing fantastic. The tomatoes are meh, not doing great, but I think it looks like hopefully half of them will live, which is fine because I had 9, which would mean I'd have like 5 tomato plants, which is still plenty. Pepper's not looking so hot. I think the peppers, just from the overwatering, their peppers are a lot more sensitive. So I'll very likely end up having to just get seedlings from the store on the peppers. We'll see. They might bounce back, but I've already started them kind of late in the season and I've already lost another 2 weeks from this. So we'll see if some of them pull through, but it's been a learning lesson for sure. Thanks, fam, for getting to respond to me. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see your message at all. I would not have responded. It was way beyond like where I was in chat. Okay, so let's see. We've got all of our parts laid out. The next steps cover belt installation and guiding on the core. And guiding on the CoreXY. Before starting, refer to the illustration for an overview and better understanding. Let's guide the belt step by step. Okay. So I have the printer, or I have the top frame laid out correctly. From the back of the CoreXY, focus on the motor mount on the left side. Okay, so let's do this. Let's move some belts. Are we not installing the motor yet? I would think we'd be installing. Oh, we're kind of doing it like at the same. Okay, so let me grab a belt. Okay, from the back of the CoreXY, focus on the motor mount on the left side. Create a loop anywhere in the belt so the belt's teeth are pointing inside. Push the loop in through the space between the lower pulleys inside the motor mount. Okay, so let me move you guys right here. So between these pulleys, we are creating a loop. We are shoving this into here. Okay. And then insert the Y motor into the motor holder. The pulley must be in the middle of the belt loop. Okay, so Y motor it said? Y motor, that's this guy. Okay. I don't know as far as like the direction of the cable. Does it show? Looks like that's correct. Okay. I assume we're gonna have to flip this though. Ensuring the pulley is centered. Pulley attach the motor to the motor mount with the motor cable facing you. Firmly grasp the Y motor. Okay, so yeah, we are installing 4 screws. So basically gonna hold this in place like this and lift this up. Let me just zoom way out. You guys still might not be able to see. But first, let me actually prepare 4 screws. Okay. So we are lifting this up. That is not going in. Okay. That is not going in. Am I doing the wrong holes? I don't think so. I think that it's just a... Okay, so I'm gonna do something different then. I'm gonna flip it the other direction so that way it's on my right side. So let's go like this. Let's flip it like this. Okay. And then we will apparently have to thread it through the entire thing because it doesn't just drop in, it seems like. So yeah, it's a lot of threading. Assembling this is gonna be fun. Can't wait for me to get here. Yeah, I'm excited for you, man. And you said today, right? It's supposed to get here today. Well, at least once I've got it in, it's like easy to spin. Oh, I spoke too soon. It's getting harder again. There we go. Now it kind of dropped in. Okay, that's in. I'm gonna loosen it a little bit just so that way it's not totally locked down. And then let's try to do diagonal. Oh, let me, once I get this motor in, I'm gonna open the giveaway. Oh, that one dropped in. That's nice. It's a lot less turning with my hands. Yeah, you just gotta put a little pressure. A little pressure and it'll pop in. Hey Clown, I don't know, were you here earlier or no? You just dropped in. I swore I saw you earlier, but maybe I imagined it. There we go. Okay, that's plenty tight. That's plenty tight. That's plenty tight. And that's plenty tight. Okay, that motor is mounted. All right, let me get the giveaway open. Let's see here. Also, I haven't said it in a while. If you have not hit the like button and you just joined in recently, please do. I don't know what we're at, but I was here earlier, then got a call, missed most. Okay, got it. Yeah, I was like, I thought I saw you earlier on in the stream. Okay, the forum is officially pinned in chat. So we'll leave that open for about half an hour, and then we will do our Polymaker drawing here. Okay, so we've got that installed. Guide. Okay, so now we're doing the rest of the belt guiding, it seems like. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. Okay. Okay, so let's see. So now it wants us to take this side, guide the left end of the belt around the lower left pulley. Not how these pull out either. Okay, so. Okay. I assume it's probably going through, but oh yeah, there we go. Probably pulls through. Like that. Awesome. Yep, pull it through. Okay, and now we are going to route it around the outside of the front guy. And then in like that. Okay, so we've routed it around the front. And then it is going inside. So yeah, like that. Sweet. Okay, that one should be routed then. We're back at the tool head on that side. Push the belt around the front pulley. Prepare the next extruder holder in the same orientation as the picture. Okay. So that's this little aluminum piece. Let me zoom in a little bit. Oh, by the way, it was me who you talked to on Discord about filament and profile management and how much of a pain the behind it can be. Oh, cool. Okay, thank you for connecting those dots. All right, so trying to figure out orientation on this. No, so it must go like this. And then it looks like this belt goes through the middle hole and then back through the hole next to it, possibly. Like that. Nice! Hey, thank you so much, Nice, for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, man. Let's see. Chris Babbitt got one. Milo3D got one. Lisa got one. 3D Pathfinder and Timothy. Awesome. Okay, so we did push things through. Push the end of the belt through the middle hole into the left hole in the bottom. Only 4 to 5 teeth sticking out. Got it. Only 4 to 5 teeth sticking out. So I have a lot more than that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. That's still a lot more than 4 to 5. Okay, we'll call that good. I assume we're gonna mount this now. Maybe not, actually. Maybe not. Let's see. No, we're not. Okay, so we're just leaving this loose for now, I guess. Okay. Back to the other end of it. Okay, so now we're taking... It's a little confusing. The orientation is throwing me off now. Take the other end of the belt and guide the other end of the belt and guide it around the lower pulley. Okay. Okay, so lower pulley like this. Okay, that seems fine. And then around here, I think that's the full path. We need to restart the AC fundraising. Summer's coming. Oh, dude, it's not gonna happen this summer, man. I wish. You guys are gonna see. I forgot about that. It's gonna be. You're gonna see me sweating. Yeah, I don't have enough time. I'm planning on pretty much doing the install myself. I've got the electrical hookup. Like, I don't think it's gonna happen. There's so many things going on. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so now it says push the end of the belt through the middle hole, and then, okay, so we're basically doing the same thing, but instead we're doing the right. I don't know if I'll be able to show this all that well, but yeah, I'm not gonna be able to show this. My hands are gonna be blocking it. Sorry. Okay, so this side belt is going through. Wait, I think I screwed that up. No, maybe I didn't. How in the heck are you supposed to get... Let's see, actually... This is where I need those needle nose pliers to help me pull the belt through. Sure do. Old reliable. Okay. So let's see if I grab this. Okay, that's probably a little bit more than I need. That seems about right. That seems about 4 or 5. I mean, there's still a lot of slack. Let's see. It says push the end of the belt through the middle hole. Yep. Leave 4 to 5 teeth sticking out. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull one more. Oh, food? Oh, hold on. Let me grab food. You need to go out?
You should.
Okay. Monkey, you need to go potty? Here, come on, pup. Thank you so much. Yum. Come on, monkey. Real quick. Come on, bud. Is it raining outside still? Monkey. Come on. Come on, buddy. Monkey. Come on, outside. Come on. He says, I want chicken. Go potty, bub. Huh? Yeah. One day of work, you can squeeze this into your planning. Yeah, I still have to figure out, because like we're really trying to get the shed done in the next couple months here. And as part of that, there's a bunch of stuff I need to figure out regarding like, I don't think we need to get a permit, but if we're not getting a permit, I have to figure out all the rules as far as like setbacks from the house, and then figure out the shed, organize that with the electrician, with the concrete guy. So like that's like the big thing. We'll see. I mean, I do have the electrical already set up for the mini split, so maybe it will happen over summer. It just depends. I need to figure out which one I'm doing as well. The initial plan was to go with Mr. Cool, but I don't like that. I don't like that the he does that. He's the one tearing up the lining on the door. No. It's oh. What is this? Yum. Yum. So, hey, you gotta go inside, bub. Monkey, inside. Yeah, the Mr. Cool ones, you can't adjust the line size, and I don't like the way it looks, and don't trust, like, I don't love that part of it. Does he ever go potty at your neighbor's yard? No, he can't. It's fenced in. And then I put in a dog run fence, so there's like a, I think it's a 4-foot fence, so he's like stuck in this area over here for that's like the dedicated restroom area. Okay, so yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3. I think we're fine on teeth. There's just a lot of slack. You can see, right? Like it's hanging. If it were me and I was doing a regular like a boron build or just another build, I would pull tighter. But it's saying 4 to 5 teeth, so the back of the, okay, so now it doesn't want us to tighten anything, so I guess it's just like holding it in place for now. Give me let me have just like 2 minutes here to have a quick little bit of food here. Let do zoom until sit for a sec. Have a couple bites. I used to have a neighbor who let his dog out, and he always did it on my side, never on his. Oh, yeah, I would not like that. When we were at a rental house up the road here, before we moved into here, or the house we were renting, not our rental house, the house we were renting. Occasionally there would be like, when I go mow the lawn, there'd be like dog poop in the front yard, and I'm just like, man, if I ever was walking the dog and the dog did his thing in someone's yard, we always carried like little dog bags, you know, so we'd pick up after our dog. So yeah, I wouldn't like that. Give me scratches and belly rubs. Yeah, he's definitely, we're trying to be like, not rile him up, but he's definitely getting plenty of love and yummy chicken. I'm definitely happy that we started the stream an hour earlier today. I think we've made some really good progress, and hopefully we'll get the belt. Like, I want to get this whole segment done. Enjoy your meal. My last was 24 hours ago. Are you, geez, are you fasting? Sorry to be eating in your face, son. That's how I felt yesterday. I had 2 work meetings, and they were pretty long. First one was like an hour and a half, and the second one was an hour-ish. And I didn't eat anything before, and let me change the music. And I didn't have time to run down, excuse me, between meetings to eat. Yeah, one of my coworkers in the second meeting was just eating something, and I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, like, I'm so hungry, that looks so good. Local authority fines you big time. Off-leash dogs is a $200 fine. Wow. Yeah, we have not a lot of people with off-leash dogs, but we definitely have people walking their dogs without leashes. Monkey's always been aggressive towards other dogs. The exception to that was Delilah, because they lived together their whole life. And when we were living at our first apartment complex, but the second we moved once within that complex to a slightly bigger one. It was like a 1-bedroom before, then we moved to a 2-bedroom. So I had a like studio office, and I was always very careful about like monitoring other dogs in the apartment complex when I took Monkey out, because I knew that he freaks out. And somebody had a dog off leash, and the dog just like charged towards Monkey. I didn't see this dog. It came up like behind me. The Monkey latched onto that dog. It was terrifying. It was terrifying. It was a not an English bulldog, but a smaller one. French bulldog is a French bulldog. So luckily it was like it had rolls and stuff like that, so Monkey didn't actually hurt the dog, but the dog was off leash and charged our dog. And so yeah, I'm always like really careful. Still on diet, got it. Sorry to be eating in front of your face. I didn't. Goal is not to rub in food. I think the dog was like black and brown coat, if I'm not mistaken. That's incredible, nice. That's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna have like 2 more minutes of eating. I'm almost done, and then I'll get back to it. As soon as the stream ends, I'm gonna take off with family to go to the post and then gymnastics. So are you doing just water then for 24 hours? Or are you letting yourself do like some other, like something else that's just not solids? Okay. Let me put this over here. Have one sip of water. Mostly water. Man, that's awesome. I'm 110 down over the last couple of years. Keep at it. Yeah, that's incredible. Some fast allow things like tea or coffee as long as you don't add milk or sugar. Got it. How does that, like, what kind of schedule are you following? If you, like you said, you're fasting for 24 hours, or you are, like, what's the schedule look like? Like 1 day off, 1 day back on, but obviously I'd assume like managing what you're eating, and then like I'm just curious as to like how often are you doing a 24-hour fast right now, at least? Okay, so side view. Here we go. So we are now turning our attention to this side, and we are going to start by doing a very similar thing where we basically create a loop, shove the loop through here. I assume, yeah, the motor is going like same orientation, so the plug's facing towards me. Okay. And I imagine this will be the exact same sort of ordeal. Yep, pull this through like I did. And then, yeah, M335 screws. Okay, I'm just gonna do front cam for this. Oh, this is not zoomed out. There we go. Because you're not gonna be able to really see much, so I'm just gonna try to knock this out. Yeah, it's really tricky to get it started. But once you get started, hopefully, yeah, that pops through. Fasting or not, key is low carb, protein, and reducing calorie count. Key is low carb, protein. I could lose 30 pounds myself. So hard, I'm hooked on food, especially carbs. Yeah, I'm a big bread and pasta fan. I was counting calories. I was counting calories a little while back. I think I'm doing better. Like, a big part of it was managing portion size more than anything. So like, instead of if I'm snacking on something, which I know snacking is not good, but like, instead of just like shoving my hand in the bag and not keeping track of it, I'll just get a small bowl so I can see exactly like, this is how much I'm eating. But I haven't, it's been probably a month and some change since I weighed myself, so I'm curious to see if I've gone up or down. I had lost 10 pounds, which I was happy about, but not a special diet, just not able to eat with my connection on Manjaro. Chemo makes me crave chocolate. You're going through chemo? Down under, or you were? I don't know that you've said that before. Bread, rice, and pasta. Yeah, we do a lot of rice. Rice is often, like, if Aaron makes chicken, we'll do like chicken and rice or fish and rice. Like, yeah, sourdough is my thing. Injection, okay. Injection on. Ongoing small maintenance dose, nothing to stress about. Got it. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I would have remembered. My memory's not amazing, but I would have remembered if you had mentioned that before. Okay, so I think that's plenty tight. Let's lay this down. So I think we're just going to be doing the final belt path here. Also, giveaway link is open for anyone that maybe wasn't here, that is just joined in. We are going to do our Polymaker filament giveaway. Okay, I can try to show you guys this, I suppose. Let me zoom out a little bit. It's going to be more of a general overview than a close-up of each thing, because it's just too difficult. Okay, so we've got this around our motor. We are feeding this side around there. Pull this through, like so. Okay. I assume, whoa, what's going on here? Yep, oh, that's right. So I assume this is probably going around the front, but let me double check that. Yeah, going around the front up here. Like so, maybe. There we go. Okay, and then gotta be going through the top up here like this. There we go. Okay, now we got this guy pulled to the front like that, and I assume it's gonna have us do the same kind of thing with the teeth. So, yeah, same thing. So we'll just do our best here to like shove this through the center, and then it says 4 or 5 teeth. So at this point, we're just kind of trying to keep it from popping out on us. So that's more than 4 or 5 teeth, but we can adjust that. Okay, seems about right. So now we are grabbing the other side, and we are going like this. And we are going to be feeding it through the top here. Like that. I think just directly through here like this. I'll check to make sure I'm not screwing this thing up, but it seems right to me. We don't really have we don't have much belt path to do anything else either, so let's see. Did that, pulled it through. Yep, around. Yep, looks good. Wait. Yeah. 4 to 5 teeth sticking out. Okay. The way this is set up, it's going to be quite difficult for me to get the exact number of teeth on top and bottom. I can try for a minute here with my I can't talk while doing this, 1 sec. Okay, so all the belts are through. But yeah, getting it even is going to be a little tricky. Check the belt guidance. Yeah, I feel pretty good about this, but I will still check with it. Rice is the highest glycemic index, which means rapid blood sugar and crash. Interesting. Which means you get hungrier again sooner. Technically, I could create a Benzino, it's just a cream on a small spot. Once you are on a higher clinical doses, not always this was those carbs that work best for me. Not particularly active, and I lose a few pounds a month. Yeah, I'm not very active. That's probably my biggest thing. We have all the stuff here, so I don't really have an excuse. I use the excuse I don't have enough time, but it's all like, you know, like life. It's all about prioritizing, you know, what's important to you. And I just, for some reason, I don't know, I'm really good at making excuses, which I know I'm not alone with, you know, but okay, everything looks good. It's all going around the pulleys as it should be. So now we need Bowden Guide, M310.5. Okay, let me get all this stuff. Parts. Bowden Guide. Bowden Guide. Okay. The M3. M3 by 10s. Pretty sure we've used those. These M310s for sure. So 5 M310s. Okay. And then 1 of the square nuts. We are all active building printers using our minds, not so much our bodies. Yeah, that's exactly it. I'm constantly doing stuff like mentally stimulating things, but just not physically stimulating things. I'd love to change that. I mean, again, it's a me thing, right? Like, I know it's me. I'm the only one that can help myself. But I'd love to stop making excuses and prioritize it. Okay, attach an extruder to the linear rail. So what I'm gonna do is attempt for a second here to get the teeth to match on the top and the bottom. So on this side, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On this side, I got 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's not gonna be perfect. It's a really awkward angle. So I'm going to try to pull one more on this side because I think that will match up. Nope, that didn't work. Oh, come on. Okay. I feel good about that side. Those seem like they're matched to me. The other side, the top needs at least 1 or 2 more teeth pulled through. Okay. Okay, I think we're gonna call that good enough. It's not probably perfect. No, it's not perfect. I would love for them to be the same, but it's just such an awkward. Okay, those are right on that side, I think. On the other side. Okay, I'm calling this good enough. That feels pretty dang close. Okay, so let's see if I can secure. See if I can secure this. I mean, the instructions don't call for them to be the exact. It just kind of says roughly 4 or 5, but I would like for them to be even if possible. Or at least dang close. And I think I've got that. So. All right. I can turn this so you guys can see what the heck I'm doing. I realize you guys have a horrible angle. Also, our rail is still not tight. When are we gonna tighten our rail, man? I might need to go ahead and see, like, our rail is just loose. At what point am I tightening it? Surely it has to be soon. Okay. That is good. This is still super loose though, so I hope we have like... Oh yeah, it looks like this has a ridiculous amount of adjustability. Okay. I think it's next. Okay. I hope so, Raj. Because I'm just over here puzzled. All right, also 2-minute heads up on the giveaway, guys. If you haven't entered in, do so now, and then I'm gonna remove it. Push, okay, so we're doing some cable management stuff here. We haven't done anything with the Bowden or the, there's one screw left as well, so. Okay, so this looks like it is saying to put this through here. Okay. And then route this down here, under here, and then out here. Yeah. So like this. That is a bad zip tie. Or I installed it, it twisted on me, hold on. There we go, zip tie is fine. Like a little bit of slack, I think, just a tiny bit. I guess that should really keep it from being pulled the way it's routed right now. That's probably plenty tight. Yeah, it's plenty tight, I think. Well, we'll do one more. Nope, no, it's worth it. Okay. Let's cut this. And then probably do the same thing to the other side. Yep. Okay. Zip tie goes in from this side. Pops out like that. And on this one's just a straight shot down. Okay. Seems probably fine. All right, I am officially removing the pinned link. John, if you want to get in, click on it right now. I'm removing the link. If you want to get in the giveaway. Okay, this says there is a... Aha! Just made it, yeah, click on the link. I'm gonna remove it right now, and then if anyone's filling it out, you got another minute, and then we're doing the drawing. Remove, yeah, go. Okay, so there's a square nut that goes in right here. This little pocket. Push it all the way in. Oh, that must be for our Bowden connector. It's gotta be. Let's see. Yep. So then let me turn this like this. Bring you guys like this. Okay. And then our little printed Bowden connector is going into that, I think. There we go. Very awkward angle. Okay, let me turn this up the right way. All right, well, Bowden guy's in. All right, we're gonna do this giveaway. I just want to see what's next. At what point? I need to see at what point we're tightening the rail. All right, there we go. So I didn't miss it. I still have a bunch of steps. Basically, a light bar needs to go in and a limit switch or two. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss it. It felt like we got really far without securing our X-rail. All right, let me change camera to me for a sec here so I don't accidentally show anybody's details. We got 60 replies, 60 entries. Do we hit 50 likes? That was our initial goal. We got 49 likes. We gotta hit 50. Somebody's gotta hit the like button. All right. Okie dokie, we are ready to rock and roll. Yeah, for anybody that is new here, the giveaway is provided by Polymaker. It is a global giveaway, so if you're in the US or Canada and you happen to win, you will receive a gift card. Anywhere else in the world, you get to pick a spool of filament up to $35, which is super cool. I will email the winner within 24 hours, probably tonight. Most definitely you should get an email from me tonight. And yeah, massive shout out to Polymaker. If you need to pick up some awesome filament, there is a link in the description that will take you to their website, and anything you purchase does help out the channel. It doesn't cost anything extra, but it does definitely help out with just having to purchase random things for projects or channels or gear in general. So thank you to everyone that has been using those. And on that, let's do this. Who's watching you didn't like? Into the draw without liking. You're not playing nice. Down under, if I ever need a like sheriff or bodyguard, I'm hiring you. you always make sure. Let's see. Marie says 15. I'm not against 15. Oh, it is the 15th. It's halfway through the year. 25 shuffles. 25 and 15. We're gonna add them together and do 40 today. 40 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. All right. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. And we're off. Steve! Steve, did you win last week, or was it a different Steve? I swore Steve won last week. I know there's a few Steves in chat. It always throws me off. Let me see here. Here we go, sound effects. Cheer. Congratulations, Steve. I don't know if it was it Steve Clark? I can't remember. I'm really curious now to see. I'm gonna check. Hold on. I'll just Steve. I wonder if we've had anyone win back-to-back before. Steve in chat? No? All right, let's see. Dude, Steve totally won last week. That's crazy. That is wild. Congratulations, Steve. I won about 4 weeks ago. The date I see here says April 8th for the last time I emailed you. 7 days ago. That's crazy. I've had a few, there's a few people I know that have won like maybe every other week once, like they won twice, but I don't know that I've ever seen anyone win 1 week after another. That's wild. No, he is here. He won. Or no, that's different, Steve. That is, yeah, okay. Steves are on a roll right now. Steves are absolutely on a roll. Congratulations. Yeah, I don't do that. I'm fine with that. I know that Steve likes to make sure that people are here, but I've never done that. I don't want to change I'm not going to change it up now. I will send you an email. Oh, yeah. Rod, I think Rod, you won a couple back, like pretty close together, right? I think you were one of the people that did, and there's definitely at least one other person that won they won one, then not the next week, then they won one, and they won one like a month and a half later. I'm like, dude. Yeah, everyone, you gotta change your name to Steve. All right, let's get back to this a little bit more here. So we'll go for another like 15 minutes or so. We need LED strip found in electronics and fasteners. That might already be out because we have done some LED stuff before, but I could have thrown it back in. So let me check. Where is LED? Huh, it might be out. I'm not seeing it right this second. Let's see, these are cable ties. No, that's like insulation foam. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. So let's check if we've got it somewhere out here. There's grease. I probably would have kept it over here, I would think. So let me quickly go around. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so we've got this bar piece, we've got this guy, and then we need what else? M3x4 RT screws. I'm pretty dang sure that we've used those before. 3x10, maybe not. Maybe we didn't. M3x4R. Okay, so maybe it was the R screws that we used, not RT. Let me check in the. I won 2 times in 1 month. Yeah, I know there's been a few. I mean, we've been doing these giveaways for years now, so I guess it's bound to be some. Okay, I said, what did I say? M3x4 RT. M3x4. No, it looks like we've taken them out, so they need to be here somewhere. M3x4 RTs, here we go. Okay, 2 of these. 1 and 2. Okay. Okay. So let's do this. It says carefully peel off the protective paper. After removing the particular LED strip is adhesive, position the white LED near the CoreXY strut to check alignment. Okay. Note the rectangular cutout cable. Okay, so cable should be where the cutout is. So let's flip this guy like this. Stick the white strut on the side of the rectangular cutout. Stick, yeah. After sticking, press slightly. Do not touch the LEDs. Yeah. Okay. I just want to see approximately. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. So I'm gonna bring you guys, get a little bit of a lap shot here. There we go. Okay, we'll start by peeling off the cover. Try to not peel. The adhesive always wants to come with these little paper backings. Come on. I think I got it. Okay. Ah! Don't touch my shirt. I don't want you to get. Wow, this thing is. I should have straightened this out before. Oh my god. This thing is very crooked. Okay, let's start from this side. I feel. Does it need to be centered? It looks like it's approximately centered. Maybe. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. So let's start from this side. I hope there's a diffuser so that you can't see it exactly because it's not going to be straight. It is not gonna be straight. It's not terrible. I just don't know if it's like top to bottom correct. It seems like I should have zoomed in on this. Let me see. Yeah, it looks roughly centered. I mean, kind of. So hopefully it's not a problem. You might have missed my comment, but posted my TPU. Oh, cool. Glasser RC on Discord should be able to fly it on the weekend. That is a material I want to play around with. We talked about this. How do you like it so far? TPU glass fiber is wild. I want to take a little bit of a break because I've done a lot of flexibles over the last little while here. PCTG is one I need to print with. I'll probably do a video on that in the next couple months. And maybe after that I'll visit TPU glass fiber because it just sounds wild. I need to print with it. I want to show it off. Even if it's like, you know, it might be a pretty niche application for it, but it's still cool, and I want people to know about it because I think it's wild. Hey Beads, we've made really good progress. I don't know if you've seen any of it, but like we're nearly done with the CoreXY motion system side of things. So I think it's basically install LED, a limit switch, and then we're bolting it onto the frame, and then it should be toolhead, if I'm not mistaken. We're like rounding, maybe not rounding home base. Oh my god, why did I do that? Hold on. We might not be rounding home base, but we're certainly making some good progress. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so this is on the front of the, so I need this guy facing me like this. Okay. And then the LED. Okay, so the LED's pointing that, so the wire's going out that side. Okay. Okay, attach the white LED assembly, take it and attach it, align the holes to the LED cable must point left, attach LED. Okay, so let me just see, I assume it's just kind of slotting over it, yeah. Okay, so this guy is just sort of slotting over this, like that, I think, maybe, yeah. Okay, and then let me get these screws. That's nice, actually. Yeah, that won't be visible at all. So even if it's slightly off, it shouldn't really matter. Nobody will judge me too hard. Man, look at that guy's LEDs. Okay. Let's see, this guy's going right here. And then the other side. I feel like we made like really good progress today. I'm quite pleased. My goal was to get this done, and we are basically there. Tuxedo! Thank you, buddy. Thank you for the 14 months, man. Let's see. Tuxedo. Oh, this one's for Tuxedo. I don't normally use that one for members, but I know you're a fan, so we'll switch it up. All right, LED is in place. Yeah, I do too. I think we mentioned it like last week, but I grew up watching a ton of The Simpsons, so it makes me very happy. All right, door sensor. Oh, door sensor is what that is. Got it. And that is going to be found in the CoreXY parts and hinges package. So I think that it could be here. Could this be a door sensor? RGB main key door sensor. Yes. We gotcha. We gotcha. All right. Door sensor is here. We also need a M2.5 by 10. I don't think we've used that. Let's see. Let's see. 2.5 by 10. 2.5 by 10. Found ya. The last screw in this bag. All right. Oh, let's put the other one back in so we don't lose it. Okay. And zip ties. 4 zip ties. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. Okay, so this says flip the CoreXY upside down. Okay, I can do that. Flip it. Hold on. There we go. And flip it. Wow. Okay. Position it with the white LED strip cable facing towards you. Oh. Okay. So, like, wait. Okay. Okay, so we're just doing a bunch of zip tie feeding right now. So you're going here. You're going here. Okay. Go here. Oh, come on. Come on, zip tie. There we go. All right. Let's see, partially zip tie. Okay, so just zip tie, like tighten them a little bit so they catch the first couple teeth, it says. Okay. And this is flip. Wait, I missed that. Flip the assembly back with the motors facing upwards. Okay. Motors are facing upwards. Okay. Place the door sensor on the left belt tensioner. So this is the left belt tensioner. And this is going right here? Question mark? Yeah, sure looks like it. And then the screw is going through the bottom. Let's see. We need a 2mm driver. There we go. Where's the hole? There it is. Okay, let me see what it says. From the rear of the belt tensioner, tighten the screw so it touches the door sensor. Wait. Tighten the screw. Yeah. Assume it doesn't need to be. Oh, wait. It looks like they have theirs like pressed all the way back, like that kind of. So that way it kind of wedges up against this part here. That's what it seems like to me. Okay, that's probably fine. I assume as long as it's protruding a little bit, and then once it's fully depressed, it is pretty flush with that front of the part, so the door can close correctly. Okay. Oh, wait. Wait, what? Tighten the screws. Okay. Interesting. Wait, tighten the bolt fully and loosen the core turn. It can move. It can move. Yeah, that's fine. It can move. Okay, so now it wants me to tighten this guy. Tighten the screw so it touches the door sensor. Okay. It's touching the door sensor. All right. But yeah, this can still like pivot. I don't know how well you can see that, but if it needed to, it's not like loose, but it does have the ability to wiggle. So I think that's hopefully all that means, all that's needed. Okay, we'll leave that for now. Push the zip tie through the hole in the belt tension. Where the heck is that? Oh, it's right here on the side. Okay. Zip tie, zip tie. Okay, so like this and like that. And tighten it. Oh. Let's see, it kind of has it going in the front like that. I assume it doesn't have to be super tight. It's more just to, yeah, just like a general, keep it out of the way of the belt path. Okay, we'll call that good enough. Cut that off. Prepare a cardboard box. You can use any box that get CoreXY position. Wait, prepare a cardboard box? Why? Just so that way it's level? Put the CoreXY positioning so the smooth rods go up. Okay. I don't think it's necessary. It seems like it's... What is it? What is it? Oh, it's standing on the switch. That's probably why it wants that to happen, so that way it's slightly elevated and not positioned on the switch. Okay, let's try... Let's shove the printed parts box underneath it like that. Okay. Yeah, it's the door sensor. I don't think I damaged it, but route the white LED cable and door sensor cables through the zip ties. Okay. So this is just going through here and through here and through here. Okay. And this guy is doing the same thing. Put here, and through here. Okay. I assume that we want these cables underneath this screw head. Seems logical to me. Maybe not? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. Let's see. So route the right, tighten all the zip ties and carefully cut off. Cables must be slightly taut and straight. Excess slack or bend may cause collision. Okay, so got it. So basically, it wants us to make sure that these don't have a bunch of slack, because we do not want them to cause issues with our motion system. So you can pull out some of that slack. I think that's gonna be fine. Did anyone catch the sub 1 minute Benchy video? No. Wait, was it that it was a fake? It was a fake or something like that? I actually think I did see something about that. I don't remember where exactly. All right, zip ties are in. Let me try to, I made 2 out of 3 in the trash. That's not too bad. Okay. So next we're doing what? We're getting smooth rods. Oh, dude, we're basically installing this thing on. Okay, what I think I'm gonna do is before next week's stream, I am going to just mount this on the printer and secure it and tighten that. And then we'll leave it there. So we'll basically be picking up from right here, which is almost, I think we're almost there as far as like, I think we're pretty close to getting to the tool head. Yeah, we totally are. So yeah, I'll get it mounted onto the printer. I might just wrap up this section actually. It's just bolting a couple screws, pulling a few cables through. No, I'll wait, what am I saying? I'll get it on here, I'll tighten these up so that way that's good, and then we'll move forward from there. Oh, do the boxes show up? No way. Yeah, it's way heavier than it has any business being. It's definitely not a light box. I remember when it showed up and I was moving it out to the garage, I was like, holy cow, man, this thing's got some serious weight to it. We will restart the AC fundraising. Thanks, nice. I appreciate it, man. I need to, if we're gonna do that, I've just gotta look into a couple of things. The biggest thing really is determining what model I'm gonna go with. What I was trying to say earlier was like, so I don't wanna have an AC tech come out because largely they won't mess with any of the sort of like DIY ones. And the Mr. Cool one does most everything really well, but it has a pre-charged line that you cannot shorten, and you have to coil it and then tuck it. It just looks really messy. There is another company I found that the line isn't pre-charged, but there's like a set amount of charge in the system that you loosen, and because of the way that one is, you can shorten the line, which I think, I can't remember the process. I think it's like cutting and then flaring it is largely what it is, if I'm not mistaken. And that way I could basically get it all set up, you know, get the lines to the correct length so I don't have a bunch of excess slack, and then release the Freon. So I'm probably gonna try to go with one of those. I just need to figure out what brand. There's so much conflicting information with like some people saying it's all the same, they're all come from the same factory with different badges, to like, this one's garbage, like, and how much of it is like AC tech guys versus actual customers. It's tough. So I just need to narrow down the model. And once I narrow down the model, it shouldn't be that bad. It's like, I'll have to buy a couple of the flaring tools, which I think were pretty inexpensive on Amazon. I'll need to get, I'm not gonna do a concrete slab. It's gonna be one of those like fake foam, I think concrete things that will go outside. And then just doing the thing. So I will, I'll figure it out. None of those systems are even legal here. Oh, really? So, thank you. Thank you, Tuxedo. I appreciate it. All right. Tiny amount of air will get into the system. Yeah, I will. Thank you for the AC fund support. I'll start looking into it again. It's been crazy lately with health stuff and everything going on. But I will start kicking the can on that again to try to narrow it down. Because once I lock in, like, this is what I'm getting, then it's a lot, the view gets a lot like clearer for me. But yeah, it's been a lot of juggling of things lately too. I still have the fish tank stand still needs to get sanded, primed, and painted and put in place and assembled. I got the seedlings going on. We're trying to figure out the shed thing. It's just it's a lot of moving pieces. Fujitsu is also good quality. I've heard good things about them. I think that the one I was looking at possibly was it Pioneer mini splits? I have to look. It's been a while. I dove into it heavily when we talked about it last year, and I honestly, like, a lot of it has sort of gone out of my memory, but I'm sure once I start looking at it, I'll figure it out again. So I suggest Mitsubishi, best money I spent on my shop. Yeah, I know the Mitsubishi ones are awesome. I don't think the Mitsubishi ones come pre-charged. I think with those you need to have a tech, and like the price difference I was seeing was like, I think we're talking like $6,000 to $8,000 versus like $2,000. So like it's substantial. It is substantial. Like I could replace the thing like 2.5 to 3 times before it would make sense to go with one. Not that I want to replace one, obviously. I'd like to get one that lasts a lot of years, but I also don't want to fork over that kind of money. So we'll see. We will see. So, all right. Thank you everybody for hanging out. I think we kicked some serious butt today. And like I said, I will get this thing bolted on the machine. So next week we will just wrap up like the cable routing for the things we've done so far. So the like door sensor, LEDs, I think that's it, and motors probably. And then we should basically be getting into the tool head, I think. And then after that, like, it's like we're really, really freaking close. So thank you guys. Yeah, thank you all for hanging out. I will have a video this weekend. It is a video on Orca Slicer 2.3.2. It is a massive release, so I just go over like sort of my top 10 features, which are kind of like, be right there, Jack. Hold on. Okay, I gotta go. I got baby crying, Jack yelling at me through the garage door. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful week. And Steve, be on the lookout for the email for the pulley maker giveaway. All right, cheers everyone. Take care. Bye.